Stream should be up and running. Hello everybody, back at it again with another Saturday stream here. For this week our banner suit is going to be the mass production type Psycho Gundam. We'll get into more of the details on that in a moment. As usual, going to give everyone some time to join into the stream here before we see what matches we can get into today. Hello Willie, welcome, welcome. Just making sure we have everything ready before we jump into things here. Hello Comic, welcome, welcome. Alright, everything should be up and running. I might start jumping into the supply counter here. We don't have a whole lot for today here. Or at least not like a whole lot, I think, compared to the other days. We had a lot of other banners for the previous weeks. This week, a bit more relatively tame, I would say. We do have the mass production type Psycho Gundam as our main banner suit for the week. That's going to be a 700 cost 3-star general unit. We have a special boosted supply drop for the MP Psycho Gundam. You can also get the level link system melee skill as a custom part bonus, so that's pretty cool. Hello Swindle, welcome, welcome. We do have a guaranteed Crossbone Gundam series supply drop, so you do get one random mobile suit from doing the final step. So pretty good if I would say maybe you're missing any of the crossbones, but I'm not really sure. I do know for this there was like a mishap on the actual GBO2 website where I think they say you get like 3 random mobile suits from doing the final step, but no, I think it is only the one that you get. You don't get 3 of them, unfortunately. Get a pirate for 105, yeah. Which, honestly, for how many steps you usually have to do for like a 5-star, might not really be too bad of a deal. Again, if you don't have like any of the crossbones, it might be a good deal, but I'm not sure entirely. For the DP store, we have the high mobility ground type Zaku, we have the normal high mobility Zaku, and the Gym 2 all at level 4. It's not. I have the Flints. Nice. The Flint's a really good suit. It's a 50-50 for me since I have 2 of the 4. Yeah. So yeah, if you already have like some of them, it probably isn't worth doing. Let's see, looks like all our new weapons that at least we have available here are going to be for the new level suits that we've been getting. Let's see, what do we have in the RT store? Let's see. Okay, Desert Zaku at level 2. It's a good suit, but 225 does feel a bit. Not even 225, 255. Feels like quite a lot for that suit. Heavy Equipment Jagan. The level 4 version, which is cheaper. Level 4 Night Seeker. Let's see. Well, the Faz is in here for 70. The level 4 high mobility Zaku is in here, so if you don't want to spend the DP on it, you do have it for 73 recycle tickets. Let's see. Gym ground type, and a Zaku 2. I would if I liked the pirates the most out of anything, but really I do not.
These are the current supply materials.
Oh, let's see. The Salty Walty suit is here. Yeah, really big, slow-moving Gundam, which is very interesting. He wanted that thing for so long. Yeah, we'll take a look at it here in a moment from the menu. Just, let's see, go through these last couple weapons. A new Sumo Gundam. Hello, Devion. Welcome, welcome.
Come again. Promise me you'll come back.
See, we'll move over here.
I handle pilot sorties for the whole camp.
Let's see, database. Actually, I should go to the hangar real quick first, but we'll look at the new Gundam. A new prototype, not prototype, but the mass production Psycho Gundam. Let's see, here it is. Yeah, mass production type Psycho Gundam. Oh, you actually get a melee priority of 3 with this suit, so, yeah, 700 cost general. High defense, very slow mobility. I wonder what this is like compared to the prototype in terms of like how fast it can move. I mean, yeah, 110 movement speed, and like only, oh well, 210 probably is very slow for 700. It's a blue support, really. Should have been a support, not a general. This isn't fair. Yeah, it is interesting. All these beam weapons, and they give it, the overload skill, which I think that's really interesting. But yeah, damage control level 4, special leg buffer level 5, shock dampeners, you get enhanced tackle level 9, melee combo controller, high spec aimbag, high performance balancer. So yeah, it's pretty much a 700 Dova in a way. Let's see, 110 and 220. Well, not 220, but 110. 110 and 210. Let's see, where is the prototype? Here it is. Oh yeah, 120 and 210. So the prototype Psycho does have a higher base movement speed. The tackles go on for long. Yeah, I've seen a couple so far. I've only played like 1 or 2 700 cost matches, but I have seen the prototype. Not I don't keep saying the prototype because I'm thinking of that suit. I played the prototype the other day, so now it's gonna confuse me. But the MP Psycho, I have seen the tackles on it do look really good. It's smaller than it. I mean, yeah, that's probably why. But still, yeah. I mean, yeah, very interesting design, too. I would like to see this in the normal Psycho Gundam colors, because that's what I did with my prototype one. I tried to put it in the actual Psycho colors, so seeing this in like Psycho Gundam colors would be pretty cool. Watch at the end of the month we get the Double X. I wonder when we'll see Double X, because it is the one that I've been seeing talked about, but we haven't gotten it yet, so maybe soon. But yeah, that's gonna be our banner suit for the week. I know it's maybe just another of those potential suits.
Canceling procedures.
Please VB and make the Double X support. Hello, Okami. Welcome, welcome. Sorry to hear that you're hurt right now. Is everything okay, Okami? I hope it's not anything serious.
It's finally ready. Sorry for the long wait.
It still kind of screams either pain or not.
Great success!
Okay, great success. I'll take that.
Great success!
Okay, great success on the Destiny as well.
Will this be all? Leave it to me.
That'd be September.
Will this be all?
Work, that is why I was busy. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Okami. I do hope that you do feel better. The hangar is being very generous, giving me all these great successes. But I will take that. Well, let's see what else there is to throw in. Trying to see if I have anything. I guess we'll throw in this. And then, let's see. It's at the very top. Back to the dunes with me after a bit of relaxing my stomach. Birthday was like a normal day. I do hope that you at least had some fun in the day. Hopefully it wasn't just, you know, any other day. Hopefully something did happen. Some good stuff. Meza type FO2, I'm gonna sacrifice you to the hangar. Nothing, only meeting. Nothing? Like no cake? No presents? Nothing? Then DQ, that's it. Oh, at least you got DQ. At least you got DQ, that's good.
Making preparations for sorting. Canceling procedures.
I did recently try the Biscoff Blizzard that they have. That was really good. Painted my HM Unicorn as G1 Megatron colors, and I posted it on YouTube. No, I'm not. Okay, I want to pick something for 700. Posted it there. Oh, I'm sorry, Devion. Oh, actually, hold on. I do have... if I really want to take it in a 700, is the 700 quick?
Canceling procedures.
It's a big dude that is slow, but shock dampeners. With 240% stagger build on a suit with a lot of stun looking is a bit of a... Oh, I think it may have cut off for a bit. HML Unicorn with the arm cannon reminds me of Megatron. I can see it working. I mean, if you just focus on the gray and black, the Psycho Frame is going to cover the bits of red that Megatron has on him from G1. Depending on like how many there is with the map it's in. Concern. I'm 26, you think my family would gift a grown man like me? No, because then I'll be spoiled. Oh, come on, Okami. They can still get you something. Come on, man. They can give you, like, a model kit or something. Like, I don't know, even if it's just something small. Unless DQ was considered maybe the gift at that point, but... You know, maybe the DQ was kind of viewed as like the present in that situation. I want to paint it as War for Cybertron Megs, but the color pieces don't work, but G1 Megs barely works. Can you independently paint the HML on that unicorn? Is it like under its own color piece? No, BB wouldn't give us such freedom. Oh my gosh, dude, come on. They could at least have given us that much. I mean, I guess if I had to assume his color layout is probably shared with, like, the base unicorn, so they probably just reused a bunch of the paint spots for it.
Team is ready. Make your final preparations.
We'll say the Rosen can be great against it since it has a jamming sub-weapon. Oh yeah, they did just buff the Rosen, too, like, during the last update, so I have been seeing that suit come out a bit more. Which it's funny that I make a video. I made like a compilation on some like Rosen matches I had because they were older, and I wanted to talk about that suit in a video, but I was trying to get something newer with it, only for them to come out later and say, "Oh yeah, we buffed the Rosen." So I was trying to get matches with it, but I haven't been able to get anything like really good with it. One problem, they are normal people, so kits would work, and they're afraid of getting me the same kit. This happened 3 times, technically 2. Oh, okay, yeah. I could see that being an issue.
Alright, time to move into battle.
Hello, Pax. Welcome, welcome. One high-grade Gundam 1.
Output is stable. All systems
To be honest, I would not be mad if I'd gotten another of what I have,
move out.
since it's nice to do it again, if possibly better. 1.5, E-Gate Gundam 2, and the gun in the G-Quux. Oh. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's probably some instances where getting a repeat kit could probably be really good. Especially if you want to maybe try, like, customizing it, like, maybe experiment with that. That could be really good. But yeah, I mean, like you said, Okami, I mean, I could definitely see how that would be an issue.
Captured by the enemy.
You see engage game, HMO Unicorn as a normal mode, and it could enter NTD. But they said just save it. That missed? How has no one complained yet? Okay, somebody on the enemy team already went for the base bomb. I mean, to be fair, I think the people who are going to complain about UC Engage have other things to complain about the game than the HML not being able to go into, like, NCD or not. I feel like that's, like, the least of anyone's concerns when it comes to, like, complaining about that game. They don't want a repeat of when base Unicorn was initially added. I don't think it's that. I think it was just easier to have them in the HML form. I mean, honestly, as far as I've seen, I've only seen it in the HML form. I've never seen it in its base form. Whoa! Oh, I keep whiffing my, like, heavy stagger shots. I was not that pleased about it, even if I don't hate the final result.
Captured by the enemy. An ally has select a location and method for redeployment. We lost an ally unit.
Yeah, if anything, they probably just wanted it to be a 3-star during that period to like match up with the other suits. Because like even the, I think like what the B2 packs, the narrative, that one is also a 3-star as well. I like the accuracy of a suit, as little attention to details. Okay, I got somebody. Nice. I doubt since having NC by default is just seems like an advantage. Got him. Nice. When the new suit is on the chest beam, you can see the back vent open. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, for the map. I saw the vents were like back there, and I was like, oh, I wonder what those are for. Actually, I think it might be the prototype, actually. Also has something that looks like it should be like chest, like back vents, but it doesn't seem to use them. Kind of has versatility more of its kit to change around better for itself. Excuse me, sir, there might be someone you confuse me for. Excuse me, sir, there must be someone you could be for if I could see someone who knew me or someone in uniform. I go to church on Sunday, truly usually more. Screaming at the angels while they push them for the door. Wow, I keep whiffing my shots. Hold on. Boom. Finish them off. The only thing I see being 3 stars is just because it's only in that red NCD. See, Perseus variants seem to fit in. There we go, nice. Starting to judge a stars of a suit, but what it can do with the right pilot. Jupiter F90 can have a couple of things to make it effective to the new MP Psycho. See, shield's still up. Can't break this shield, Jack. I'm actually surprised that landed. The one time I didn't think my shot would land, it miraculously lands. Okay, keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Other than the enhancements being different. Yeah, I mean, because it is a 3-star for the HML, you don't get the special counter skill or anything like that either. So there are some things you technically are missing that it would have gotten if it was a 4-star, but really just kind of like things like that. Okay, nice. Gonna oh no! Oh, okay, so as long as no one else dies, we should be able to win this. I don't see the violent unit 2 anymore. And that kind of has become a unit that's fallen out of favor, hasn't it? The poopy missiles! Actually, yeah, it has missiles on the torso, but it only uses them for the counter, which I guess maybe all the other skills or like weapon spots have been taken, so that's probably why. Oh, second place though. I really do like the this version of the new Gundam. This suit feels really good. I haven't made a video on it yet, but I do really like this. Oh, would you look at that? A booby trap that actually traps boobies. That's pretty good there. Yeah. It is a pretty good suit. I feel like out of the supports I've played for 700, the support new here feels like one of the ones that does actually hold up despite being a bit older. It was in high field before missions. I think another reason though, kind of going back to the HML, also 2 days before my birthday, I give in to my spending. Oh. Well, hey Okami, you should treat yourself, you know? If no one's gonna give you presents, you should treat yourself.
Here, take this.
Though don't legitimately listen to me, because I've been spending a bit too much on Gunpla these past few weeks. Many suits get their phone, because newest suits, but these old suits can still knock you senseless. Yeah, there's still some that can still do really good. It isn't the usual edition. Jupiter F90, I say, can have use because of the incinerate missiles. Yeah, I can see those being really good. On a suit that can't dodge, yeah. Yeah, I guess maybe it's just not a feature of the mass production type Psycho, but I'm actually kind of surprised it doesn't have access to the Psycho Frenzy like the prototype does. I thought it would maybe have something similar to that, but it doesn't look like it has that at all. Good incinerate weapon for it. I actually faced one recently and the HML just bullied it. The Gunpla addiction has mutated. I dare you to guess what I got. Oh boy. Okay, so you're saying it's Gunpla, so it has to be Gundam related. Did you get an Alzeus? I almost feel like that's what this is going to lead to, because I feel like the Alzeus is like one of the big new kits that I've been seeing pop up on shelves recently. Did you get an Alzeus, Okami? Here to make it way easier. 3,300 each on one, be something. Probably more if you manage to get another one on it. Hobby Lobby. Oh, did you get another Zoids kit? What's worse is Lane Aim is supposedly the protagonist. Wait, what? How? There's no way. I watched Nip Cersei and he only shows up like 2 times. Maybe 3. I refuse to believe that he's the protagonist. Actually, it's called Halfway. Wouldn't Halfway be the protagonist? This has to be Rage Bait, right? Three out of 4 Zoids. Ah. Definitely Rage Bait. Yeah, like this. it's called Mobile Suit Gundam Halfway, not Mobile Suit Gundam Lane. Is this what a month of no support banner does to a man? It has been a while since we had a support banner. You had War in the Pocket, but there was no protagonist at all. I can see HML doing fine on it if it like pokes at it a lot. One of the boxes is a 2-in-1. Oh, that's nice. Goof by Zoids. I've already been spending too much on Gunpla. I need to cut back on my spending. Just having to like flank with the HML long bayonet saber thing. Actually, yeah, I meant to mention it, but I think if I'm infected, I must infect all of you. The Zoids virus. The Zoids virus sounds like something you'd hear in like a Resident Evil movie. That sounds like something the Resident Evil movies would add, like the Zoid. Like they couldn't use like the T virus, so they just said like, yeah, we'll make the Zoids virus, and it does the same thing, but it's the Zoids virus. Made mine for range and defense, so I can get by. But yeah, I think the other reason they made really all of those suits like 3 stars, except for like the Zeta. Like the Zeta from Engage, that being a 3-star makes sense because the other Zetas are usually 3 stars, but for the Unicorn and the narrative specifically, I think they made those two 3 stars, not only because it worked at the time they released them, but also because they are both versions of the suits that are operating much later in the Universal Century. So I thought maybe that was also why they kind of cut back on what they could do.
Commencing operation.
It has the reach and heavy stagger, so I can imagine maybe doing fine against it. Zeta Camille went from a vegetable to a carnivore. Alright, let's see. What's the situation? What are we dealing with? Perfect Course, I guess, can, if using the lock-on plates, mixing with the Vulcans. I haven't tried the Perfect Horse against the new mass production yet. So far I tried like a match with the Destiny. That was like the most I got out of it. Whoa, hello. Oh no! Get up, get up! C-Pax is 700, you're nuts. Well, I gotta use it at some point. Even that stuff around this is another suit that I wanted to talk about. I got this for free back when we had that, oh, I'm not gonna last much longer. The Zoid addiction has been so bad, I've been watching Zoid's gameplay. Sub with the Psycho Frame! It is a horse, a what-if special horse, that is very blue. How much money have you spent on Gunpla, and what was the most expensive one you bought? Actually, hello Morris, I don't think I said hello to you yet. Speaking of which, there is one. Yep. I'm not sure what I would say is the most expensive Gunpla I bought. It may have been. I'm tempted to say maybe it was the... I don't know, I don't remember how much I spent for the... what was it? Master Grade Saku Cannon? I think that kit was kind of pricey because it uses a lot of like new parts. Don't care, it's my nickname to it. Let's see. If my suit actually survives this, that'd be a miracle. Okay, my suit actually survived. I'm gonna try and fall back, see if I can start doing some repairs. Skipping it as it's not canon to me. Alright, let's see. Start repairing. At least now I have access to my ranged heavy attack. Which hopefully will be a lot easier to aim than my time with the new Gundam in that last round. Psycho frame slap. The fiery fist so pain. Well, I already whiffed, so... Ow, please. Stop. Stop! Wait, where's Rita? If it's a what if, stumble like an AU with it. Given it is also blue Psycho Frame and Sapphire instead of the gold bits. Be with you shortly, see you in a few minutes. Alright, Zeta. I'll see you in a few here. Okay, so that apparently missed. Oh, somebody on the enemy team disconnected. It's already recovered from the blue vision. I feel like it should only be usable if the Phoenix is around. Ow. Yeah, this is honestly one of those suits. I have a match in this that I'm not sure if I'm going to use because it is one that is older. But this is one of those suits where I feel like, what is even the point of really using this at 700? What did I get caught on? That explains the sudden freeze of the stream. Oh, did it freeze? She needs her sim supports. Oh. Hello Brian, welcome, welcome. I like the Zaku 3 custom, Garazulu and the Wing Gundam for 700. Phoenix needs a new skill to give the shield to allies. That'd be interesting, I'm surprised they haven't done that already. Okay, that hit. Lag. Must be just a stream that's lagging, because like I'm not having any issues with the game. Sonic Boom! Singing it with the Peacemaker, Sonic Boom! Except the disconnect of the enemy. One thing I wish they gave the full armor Unicorn Gundam was the ability to use its shield Gatling like a funnel, like the narrative C-Packs and the B2 can do. It would be interesting if they gave it to that. I mean, yeah, the final horse can do that, so maybe that's why they didn't do it. They were saving it for that one. I did also see the earlier comment about the Vazel Type N. That is a suit that you can find, at least at 650. It's mainly just it's overshadowed by suits like the RF Camphor and the Engaged Full Armor C-Plan. Those two suits are kind of like the dominant rates for 650.
Making preparations for sorting. Canceling procedures. Making preparations for sorting. Canceling procedures. Making preparations for sort. Canceling procedures.
Have you been looking at more Zoids? No, I haven't yet. Kind of how it goes for Final Battle Horse more than the full armor.
Making preparation. Canceling procedure. Making preparations for sorting. Come back in one piece, okay? Prepare for deployment.
But I do like the idea of giving the shield to other teammates for the Fenix. That could be cool. So surprising they never really did that with like any of them. Any of the ones that have shields, they just didn't think to be like, yeah, we can give it to other suits. Actually, it would have been really cool if the G-Doors, if the G-Doors could do that, because no space. Yeah, I mean, it's probably the biggest thing there is there's no space to even equip the weapon. But for some of them, like if they put it in the initial kit, it could have been really cool. Oh yeah, this one does have a full loadout. Well, mainly because it gets rid of the main beam saber and puts the other one, the ×2, in its place. So if they replaced it here, it probably could have fit in a lot better. We like the standard Unicorn, simple kit, lots of power. Don't like having too many weapons. Oh, failed matchmaking. Yeah, I really like the base Unicorn too. At least when I initially got it and I used it a lot. That was like my favorite Unicorn to use. Probably still is, honestly. Like, I really do like the base Unicorn for what it could do.
Making preparations for sorting. Sortie application accepted. Prepare for deployment.
Well, let's see. Let me get out of the menu so it doesn't try to kick me out of the lobby here.
Your team is ready. Make your final preparations.
HML Horse can translate that well since it's pretty much that, but just all around versatile. I struggle with the G-Doors, I think because it has the same funnel mechanism as the Fenix and Psycho Bawu, where if it hits a solid object, yeah, the plates return to you. Yeah, that could be, like, an issue with it when using it. I wish I had the G-Doors, because I would really like to use that suit. I really like the Moon Gundam and the Psycho Bawu, so I feel like I could maybe at least use the G-Doors pretty well if I had it, but just one of those suits that I haven't been able to get yet. I also prefer part slots over more skills. Yeah, I can't go wrong with having enough part slots to get a really good build in. Just try to use it as open spaces as possible. Yeah. Not in this economy. I have a lot of premium parts though. Yeah, that was like the same thing I mentioned in my video on the perfectibility, is that you really do need to be in a space that's very open to use its plates, which is the same issue with like a lot of those suits, but that's why I talked about, I think it was maybe this map, I think Resort Development District. It was this one I played some matches with the perfect horse on, and I was just getting caught on like everything trying to use it. Speaking of Moon Gundam, where's my high grade Zaku 4 at Bandai? Victor J's still waiting for it to turn into a high grade kit. It's sad that Moon doesn't really get anything, because I feel like they could make a lot of those kits. And they could get some nice reuses out of it too, because if you have the Zaku 4, you can make the Zaku 4 IP. They can really reuse the Gustav Call feat for it. If they really want to do the Richter J, they probably just reuse the frame from the J we already have, and like reuse that one. I feel like that could probably work. So like, yeah, I definitely feel like there's some potential to at least reuse like some kits we already have if they don't want to like do like an entirely new frame for them. But I do wish we would get more than just like the Moon Gundam and the Vargul. And you know, we only got the Vargul because it literally is just the Moon Gundam with some different parts. So, pretty easy remold for them to do. I'm actually surprised they haven't released a Master Grade or a Reborn 1/100 Moon. Just be well made original, as it is a little bit of a different design. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I would prefer it to be a completely new kit, but if they really wanted to reuse it, they do have options. Like if they wanted to reuse parts of the frame and like stuff like that. Isn't there a Reborn 1/100 the Richter J? No, it's of the normal J, not the Richter J. Have a... I think it has a metal build figure, but even it doesn't really look like the same Victor J for Moon. It looks like a different interpretation of it. So like, even then, we really don't have an accurate depiction of the Victor J for Moon in like figure form. Which again, still feels very weird. A lot of those just be late UC stuff that I wish would just be standard. Oh my gosh, I feel you on that one. You don't know the disappointment I felt when I saw that the Denon guy was going to be premium Bandai. Like, honestly, like, what are we even doing at this point? I feel like the Denon guy could have been a perfectly normal like release, and the Denon's on too, because I think they made that one premium Bandai as well. Are they planning to make any more Reborn 100 after they do the Denon's on? I mean, I would say it's possible. I'm honestly surprised they've kept the line around this long. But they do seem to bring it back for like certain kits, so I feel like there's a chance that other things could show up in the future. I can imagine a Burger Gyros can be done. Oh yeah, they could do the Burger Gyros. I feel like they are going to try to round out kind of what they have. We're going to have a modern one of that. Yeah, and then it's going to be Premium Bandai. See, I would have got it if maybe they made the normal versions regular releases, but then they made the Black Vanguard versions like Premium Bandai. That I would understand. But to make just the base version Premium Bandai just feels so horribly mid. Hope the BV1 is at least standard. Yeah. To be fair, the Denon guy is pretty cheap on the Japanese market. I mean, yeah, but it's still just the principle. Who later stags the X2. But yeah, it's just the principle. Like, I'm just tired of seeing kits that feel like they should be regular releases get turned into P Bandai for, like, absolutely no reason. Like, I feel like there has to be a market for things from, like, Victory. There has to be some type of, like, Victory market out there. Or more Victory stuff. Yeah, like, I think even then, you have Victory, which fell under the same curse, because you had the Shaco, which was a completely new mold and everything, and it was Premium Bandai. Which is kind of weird. I feel like they didn't continue after that. They kind of made the Shaco, and then it was like, okay, we're done. They didn't do anything else. Which, yeah, is another one that they could absolutely pull suits from and turn them into, like, Reborn 100s. Well, preferably high grades. I would actually like if they did some high grades of those kits instead. A high grade would be cool. Yeah, like, they just have so many options for things that they could do, but then it's just, yeah, you know, it's just they don't do it. If they reissue the older kits from 2010, 2016, even if that was standard release at the time that was made, they just make it P Bandai. I think with P Bandai, I don't know, it's weird when they do that, because they do have it where they'll have normal releases up there on the website, but what got you there? I'm not sure. I'm assuming it maybe was either had to be either the G line or the Metal Spider that got me. Oh, they had two. They had two of these. I actually didn't realize they had two ground types. That's why it's like, why is Bandai that starved for money? But then again, after the PG New Gundam, yeah, I guess so. Want to play Guess the Zoid? If you reference, I'll use reference, and if you get at least the animal right, you win. I don't want to play Guess the Zoid again. I feel like I struggled with that the last time. Oh yeah, I finished all the limited missions at least. But yeah, it's like there's just so many things I feel like they could make as regular releases, but at the same time, I mean, I'm kind of grateful for what we do get, because we do get a good number of other kits too, like as regular releases. So like at the same time, it's like I don't know. It's like I do like what we get, but I just feel like there is other stuff we could be getting that don't necessarily have to be premium Bandai.
Waiting for you. Here, take this.
Zeta is not here to distract you. Well, it's just like I wouldn't even know what they are, and they are real animals. Yeah, I don't know, I was just kind of guessing the last time. I'm still surprised that I said bat, like, out of random, and then one of them did just so happen to be a bat. Want to see a Gundam / Curio Sentai crossover. I really wonder if GBO2 would ever consider doing like a crossover suit. I think like the Huckabee would be pretty cool from like Super Robot Wars, since that really does look like a Gundam, so it would be kind of cool if they did maybe get like one or two other things in here. But yeah. Still can't believe people pay $700 for the Perfect Grade New, and it still didn't include the LED, and it also had the hip issue. Actually, I did hear about this recently. What is the kit that from the Real Grade line? It was the one that had the hip issues because it used the same frame, I think, as the Strike Gundam. What was it? It was the, I don't remember. Hello, Isa. Welcome, welcome. It rocks the Psycho Mark II color, not gonna lie. Oh, yeah, that would be cool, too. It does look like it has, like, some elements from the Mark II in its designs. I can see either color scheme is working really well on it. Sinanju? No, it was the one... It was like the all gold one. The all gold one that also had hip issues where if you try to put it down from Real Grade, it was the all gold one. It starts with an A. It had the hip issues. If you try to put it down, it's like hips would slowly go to the side. The Akatsuki, yeah, that one. I did see for that they are actually making a new premium band. It's a Gundam base set. They're making a Gundam base set that comes with the Zeus set, like comes with the Zeus gear, and it actually does come with new pieces for the hips. Yeah, it comes with new pieces for the hips. And actually, they give you 2 pairs of it, so if you want to use it for that one and you want to use it for the old one if you already had it, they actually give you that, which I think is pretty cool. That is something I wish they would just maybe include in newer releases instead of just forcing people to buy something online. They did that thing of making the new parts, yeah. Which is like, it's cool that they did it. Yeah, like, it's cool that they did it, but the fact that they're locking it behind a premium Bandai set where you have to get the model kit again. You have to get the model kit again and the Zeus parts, which you might not want. And then they just straight up say, like, oh yeah, buy this very expensive premium Bandai Gundam base set, and you can get some new hips, both for the new kit and the old one if you already have it. So it's, I don't know, it's so weird. That actually just should have been the suit half from the start, yeah. Too bad third-party people literally beat them like 2 years too late, yeah. I really wish I was skilled enough for Gunpla. For me, it would be a waste of money. Third party is there to fix that, yeah. I feel like literally not even too long after that kit released, like there was already like third-party pieces on the market just to fix that. Which is just like, wow. It's such an oversight too. It's like, there's no way that somebody made that kit and then they didn't put it down on a table to see that the legs were gonna start like trying to do the splits because of how loose the hips were. Like this, I just really wonder how there was such an oversight with that. Like, I really just got to question, like, what went wrong there? You know? Like, it just feels, like, too weird that nobody recognized that that was going to be an issue with that kit. Just reusing the Shite Gundam frame. I mean, yeah, but like again, it's like when they finished designing the kit, like I feel like somebody should have did some type of test to see that it could stand on its own. Like they didn't just put it like they had to put it together. There had to be a prototype. there had to be something, you know? And I just question what that something was. Oh yeah, I found another name change. Another just shadow name change in the game. I just want to bring this up real quick as I mentioned it while playing it the other day. But the Campfire High Mobility Custom, this was originally the Campfire High Mobility Type. They did change the name of this suit as well, so instead of Type, it is now Custom. So, noticed that the other day. I would be kind of baffled they tried doing that at the same time as we had the 2.0 real grade RX-78, yeah. Yeah, for the high mobility Campfire, it used to be the Campfire high mobility type. Yeah, now it's the custom. Which is weird, because I'm pretty sure in UC Engage, it is called the high mobility type. It's not called the custom, so I wonder where that one came from.
Making preparations for sorting. Sortie application accepted. Prepare for deployment.
So yeah, I wonder where they even got the name for that one. they really just got into a whole thing renaming like a bunch of suits in the game and not telling anybody. It does make me wish that they would actually rename the early production Gelgook into the Gelgook early production type. So that way when you're in like the menu when you're looking through the Gelgooks, it's actually in the same spot as like every other Gelgook. I feel like that would be a pretty good name change just to put all the Gelgooks together, you know? So that one would have been cool. I would have liked to seen that as like seen that as a name change. We gotta bring all our Gelgooks together. The Gelgook S-type. Yeah, they could go with that too. I feel like it's usually referred to. Yeah. I would personally go for. Yeah. I mean, as long as they put Gelgook as like the first word, you know, I feel like either would work really well. As long as it gets to be put with the other Gelgooks, I'm fine with it. To be honest, it actually is the Gelgook. By the way, YouTube did a sin on my feed. Oh boy, what did they recommend you, Okami? What is the horrors they gave you? Keep getting hit with like stinking. They show me AI Gumball build. Ew. God, the AI content on YouTube has been running rampant recently. Like it's actually been getting really bad.
Your team is ready. Make your final preparations.
Which is also just getting very annoying on top of that. The 14A Gelgooks be the MP ones without the horns and such. Yeah, I mean, I can see the logic behind that, yeah. Me when I have extensions to get me by to avoid stuff like that. Yeah, it's... I don't know, man. It's just, again, it's just really annoying how, like, often it comes up.
Sortie application accepted. Prepare for deployment.
Is this 300 cost? Try the GBO2 FS Shin Matsunaga? Oh yeah, this is 300. Yeah, I can take that out. I did try this suit out a bit when it got its last unit adjustment, when it got the cracker grenade, like an instant stun. AI is bad. Well, it's not even that like AI is bad, it's just people keep using it for like the worst reasons when it has like so many better things it could be used for. And it's just like, come on now. We could be using this for anything else, but no, it's always just AI girlfriends or scam ads. I'm back. Hello, Zeta. Welcome, welcome. That stuff just kind of be the next content farm. There is that too. You got all the content farms that are like coming out with that too. Like, I remember watching a whole video that was about, like, AI content farms that were using, like, Bluey. As, like, they were doing, like, AI-generated, like, Bluey episodes, quote-unquote. And it's just like, oh my gosh. Because that's how it be when I see that stuff. Yeah, it's, yeah, it pretty much is no different from Elsa Gates. Like, literally, that's just what it is, and it's like, we're doing the same thing again. It's just easier for people to do now, because it's with generative AI. Like, listen, for how horrible Elsa Gate was, at least it had real people. Which, even then, that's just such a low bar for that content to even try and exceed over AI. Like, that's just a low bar at this point, just having actors in your thing, like real people. It's such a low bar that it doesn't even really matter. The new norm is now more soulless than ever. Still a tool, depends on who uses it, just like how you would use a gun. Yeah. Which again, like, there are people who are using it for good things, and there are actually good reasons for AI. There are things that it is helping people with. But yeah. I don't even care. Like, yeah, like, it doesn't matter if they have actors or not, because again, like, with anything, that's such a low bar to have above AI. You also have the Fruit Love shorts, like, the dramas for that. I've been watching a lot of videos about those, like, the stinking, like, TikTok, like, dramas, the AI-generated dramas and stuff, and they're just, like, so horribly cringe. I don't know why Fruit became the very popular one, but yeah. No goof, AI is evil, it takes people work and spit it out. It's not all AI though, that's the thing. Like, the generative AI that's used for, like, image generation or music or artwork or, like, making, like, videos and stuff, that one is pretty bad because, like, the way people are using it is just for the soulless slop. But there are actual legit reasons for AI being useful, like, for things like the medical field. AI is very useful in, like, cancer detection and things like that. So it does have actual usage that is practical, but it's just, again, the way that all these companies are using it is for just random BS. It's how people think it's hard work when they text to do it. That, yeah, that's like the point. I feel like you lost your argument. It's all bad when even prior to Gen AI. It's not even treated. Guess what I got? What do you get, Zeta? But yeah, it's not like all AI is bad. It's just that, again, it's how people are using it, which is just really the point of conflict. Studio Series Skywalk? Nice. Goof, as a TF2 fan, I know you are too. Were you able to get the Starscream Zeta? Because I know that that figure has been really hard for a lot of people to get since they made it a Target exclusive. I know like a lot of the pre-orders got cancelled for a lot of people. You got it? Nice. Had the Mercs say stuff you would not be able to make them say before. It's been a while since I've kept up with Team Fortress 2, so I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to, Willie. Like, it's been a while, yeah, the 15.ai stuff. I don't think I've seen that. Like I said, I haven't been keeping up with Team Fortress 2 in a while. It's been a long time since I played. Mainly because Team Fortress 2 did have the issue with like all the bots that they had. I kind of stopped around that period, and I did hear they fixed a lot of those issues, but I haven't gone back on myself yet. Data centers are pure waste of water and other things. Well, yeah, I mean, there's definitely arguments to make against AI, but again, it's not that it's all bad. That's like the thing with it. It's hard to transform, put everything together, stars is too hard. There was a trend for TF2 where they had to say stuff they weren't meant to, with sentence mixing as well. With sentence mixing as well. Like, sentence mixing, that I've seen before. That one I have seen, I mean, in like older animations and stuff, but the AI voices I haven't seen too much. It started with Demo Man find the fetishes for some members. Okay, I have seen that. I have seen that one. Yeah, Demo Man finds the picture by Spy. I remember that one. Maybe I am more familiar with this than I thought. Yeah, Spy having a persona. Yeah, that one. AI and robots and mechs and tech I like. How about you, Goof? I mean, I like the mechs and everything, but again, it's just with how AI is being used a lot of the time. That's just where the issue comes. How there's the stuff where it's about them arguing over a certain topic, like fast food restaurants. Those ones I don't think I've seen that one. Or Fallout. There we go. Do you have all the Seekers? No, I only got the Thundercracker. I had no intention of getting the rest of them. Which I'm glad I didn't, because I was not going to go through the effort of trying to find Starscream because they wanted to make him a Target exclusive for some reason. They want to raise the prices of the figures, but then they want to equally make them harder to find. Each of the members having some kind of ideology. Demo, the heavy is a red. We have a red in the base. Soldier, we're all red. What? Oh, uniforms, they're red. It really is entertaining. I mean, yeah, some of it is really funny, and some of it does feel in character for the mercenaries. Like, the people who know how to, like, actually make use of it and make engaging dialogue, I think it can be really funny. Since there is a lot of them that it's like... It does just work. Like, the one I just briefly mentioned, like, how you have, like, Soldier getting mad at Heavy for being, like, reading the Communist Manifesto, and it's like, oh, we have a red in the base, but they're on the red team, so all of their uniforms are red, so Soldier just starts panicking. Like, that feels very in character for, like, Soldier to talk about. That one, too, is great, yeah. Keep hitting him. Keep hitting him. The political debate one did that too, funnily enough. Also started from Demo Man. Honestly, I find it funny that with most of these, I feel like Demo Man is actually kind of the instigator. Whether it's intentional or not, I feel like one who kind of starts the conversation. Also the fallout with the blue team. I'm gonna sleep now. Alright, Okami, well thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest, and I do hope you feel better. More so about bringing it up, we are in the red team again. I'm bored and I don't have enough energy to stay up. Alright, Okami. No worries, I do hope you have yourself a good rest. Unfortunately, we're not going to be winning this round. Hopefully the stream is still up when I wake up. We are an hour in, so we'll see. Guess there's no man in the sky but me. You can't do this! You can't do this! I am the Homelander. But yeah. I feel like this, yeah, it's just like, it's one of those things, though, with like AI on YouTube. It's becoming really hard to figure out, like, what's what. Especially when it comes to music. The part with music really ticks me off, because, like, you have, like, people who do, like, either have AI music or they use AI in their music, but then they, like, hide that they actually did use it. So, like, they'll keep it, like, in their, like, channel description or something, and they'll be, like, very vague about it. Like, they won't outright say that the song was made with AI, so it's just, like, that I think is really annoying, because it's, like, yeah, that too is just there. I would say I recommend the political debate one, since they do be funny, and maybe also tell you stuff you might have not known. Also, maybe the fast food and Fallout one. Not a Fallout person, but I did find those fun. Yeah, we're getting all this, but we're still never getting a heavy update. We're never getting that heavy update. Oh, failed matchmaking.
Good work out there. I handle pilot sorties for the whole, making preparations for sorting. I'm expecting great things.
I do find YouTube actually kind of funny with its AI, because if you have a channel and you go into the YouTube studio, they give you the inspiration page I think it's something you can only view if you're on like computer and you're doing it, but they give you the inspiration page. Um, I guess it's supposed to kind of give you ideas for like what kind of videos to make, but then they give you like AI generated like images for thumbnails as well, and it's supposed to be based off what you've like talked about, I guess.
Make your final
Hold on,
preparation.
no, hold on, we gotta do the bit. Hold on, no, nobody change. I'm changing to ad guy. No, don't change. I was gonna go firepower type. We'll have a little bit of fun. We'll do it for the bit. Also one where it took the Demo Man Finding Spies of Furry as a horror series, which started as Spy. Actually pretty deep. Felt like the shows can have a place for the voice ends, I say. But, yeah, it's like, so YouTube has like the inspiration page.
Output
And it's so funny because I was really looking at it when I
move out.
stream Spyro, so it kept trying to give me these videos that somehow merge like Spyro and Gundam Battle Operation 2 into one video, mainly about like the movements in the games and everything, and I'm like, what are we on about?
Commencing operation.
I'm not to say you are fully wrong, but I just think that it still has its place. I mean, yeah, like I agree with that. Your goof wings? No, I'm just goofsome.
Enemy unit marked by an ally.
I guess if I was maybe the Goof Ignited, then I would be Goof Wings, because that's the only Goof that has wings on it. I guess there is like that weird Goof that I think Garma was supposed to get. That one kind of had wings, only because it had a dop in its back. Okay, I'm surprised that landed.
An ally
I think it's a tech trend that will just pop someday. Yeah, eventually I feel like it is going to be changed for something else. I mean, it's kind of like the way technology just is to begin with, so... I think at some point we're going to see a shift, but yeah. I don't see it being never-ending take on everything. Yeah. I feel like even now I've heard it's having issues trying to stay up, so... Oh, we'll just have to wait and see if that bubble pops. Your goof wing means your chicken wing now? Okay. Sora also dead because of money. I have heard about that, yeah. The Sora AI stuff. Somebody buy us?
enemy unit marked by
What are you looking at?
we lost an ally unit.
Oh, it's a Zaku Flipper. Okay. I had no idea what my teammate was looking at.
Unit destroyed.
We have another double pair of, like, these Gundams. Gundam ground type weapons back. Oh wait, never mind, that's a gym. Wait, that's a gym. They tricked me. Oh, someone's low. I can get him! No! Dodge! Why are you dancing? I don't know what you mean by dancing. That's just the ad guy's basic movement. Hoi! Hiya! Oh, we got the counter! Not like everything is all gems, but a good portion of it is still good, I say. Kind of went dead since 2022.
We lost an ally. Select a location and method for redeployment.
Calling it a night.
Requesting redeployment.
Alright, Zeta, thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your night, and we'll see you in the next one.
We lost an
Who is near me? I see you! Yusaku Flipper! Thought you could escape me. Okay, nice. Oh, it's a base Gundam ground type. You and this thing, how could you? How could you lie? I thought the whole team was gonna go nothing but the firepower type, but one did switch to the support. So I was like, oh man, let me try to fill it out and just have like a whole team. But we have one support, which honestly has been pretty useful since the enemy team does have a Zaku Flipper. I should have tried the raid version. You're winning. Yeah, we're winning so far. I don't know if I'm going to be the best performer by the end of this, since I feel like I'm not really doing a whole lot. I think I've gotten a whole lot in terms of like mobile suit kills. Hey, leave my teammate alone. Okay, never mind, they're dead. Oh, I'm the ace. Oh, I gotta go! Be right back, gonna pick up pizza. Alright, Willie. I'll see you when you come back. Hopefully it is a really good pizza. It's been a while since I've had a takeout pizza from anywhere. I really question how I got ace. See you. I see the support at least, who's like low on health. Is there ace? Oh, they're over here. Oh, there they are. Ow. Oh no! Oh. Okay, so I got a gym ground type weapon rack, and I think I got a base gym ground type as well.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Come on, I didn't pick this ad guy for nothing. We gotta win this. I didn't play this for nothing. Oh, I got the flipper from behind the wall. Oh no. A well-placed missile. Right, fall back. Fall back, number one! Back. Fall back! Oh no! Oh, I missed. Oh, come on. Who we lose? Number 5? Dang it. We were so close, too. It's crazy how bad most people are at ace matches, even at high ranks. We were so close to getting it, too. We lost number 5 at the end. Which I do wish everybody fell back. I got 8 kills. Okay.
Here's your reward for this battle.
Oh, an unfortunate loss. Oh well, we'll bounce back. What else we got for 300? I think it's especially going to be kind of harder now with Ace Match because we do have the limited missions, so you do have players who are going to be trying to finish those, so it's probably not going to help, at least currently with like Ace Matches. Everyone's trying to do like get damage, and yeah. Everyone wants to get the kill even though the Ace gets extra points. Yeah, I mean, that is something you can run into. Like I said, I feel like it's going to be especially weirder now because you have the limited mission that's to do damage. So people are going to be trying to do as much damage to an enemy as they can. Usually, I've gotten better at that, because, like, early on when I played Ace matches, I used to be kind of bad about it, like, trying to get the kill. I've tried to be a bit better about it. Really, the only times I try to get a kill if an ace is selected and I'm not the ace, it's usually if I'm trying to defend myself, like if somebody's trying to rush at me. Even if they're low health and the ace is nearby, if the ace is not looking at them and somebody's trying to come at me to attack me, like, I'm gonna finish them off. I don't want to take more damage than I need to and leave myself vulnerable. But other times it's just kind of like an accident, really. Like the suit, if I'm playing a support and I don't realize how much strength I have in a ranged weapon, then sometimes, yeah, I'll probably end up taking the kill on accident. I feel like some A pluses play better than some of the S minuses. Zaku 1 commander type with the Zaku machine gun is fantastic for these matches.
Your team is ready. Make your final preparation.
Then again, that just shows that raiding doesn't matter as some just don't bother with it as much. Yeah, I feel like at this point in the game's lifespan, like it really doesn't matter all too much, honestly. Especially, like, for me, for example, I've been jumping between, like, A plus and, like, flat A for a while now. Like, I've just been kind of jumping between that, mainly due to, like, the time I had penalty level 2. And, you know, if you lose a match during that period, you just take, like, way more of a loss on your points. So, that dropped me back to just flat A for a bit. So it can be very weird like that. Some do fit in where they be. Also, I hear music in the background. I've been hard stuck at A for months. I think with space, I think I'm still stuck at A.
Alright, time to move into battle.
But yeah, you might be currently hearing an advertisement for the Dog Stars, Willy. I think that's what's in the background.
Stand on the target area. Mobile suits, move out.
The Red Bread Bank one is good too for the TF2 stuff I'm talking about. The Red Bread Bank. Okay, that sounds like an interesting one. We should be fine, as long as nobody teleports any more bread. Question. What's your question, soldier? I accidentally teleported bread. You what? For space, I got A minus and stopped playing them. I really wish space was easier to come by.
Enemy unit marked by an ally.
Okay, well that's 4 enemies. They have to have a support around here somewhere.
Enemy jamming. Your radar's malfunctioning. We lost an ally unit.
Oh. Come here! Hiya! Hiya! Okay.
We lost an ally unit. Damage detected, but you're alright. You can stay in the fight. Enemy unit destroyed.
Oh! Oh, they got the downswing off. That was actually pretty good. That got me by the head. Move, move, move! Killy on my hillies, where is this suit to be given to us? I forgot this Zaku existed. Yeah, Rob recently made a video about it with Salty Walty for like the Buffs We Like to See series, so I've been trying to play it a bit more because of that.
Requesting redeployment. Enemy jamming.
Which I do really like this Zaku. I mean, it's a Zaku suit that has a goof heat sword, so you know, like immediately you can't really go wrong with that.
Infantry eliminated.
So yeah, did see that on my feed. Yeah, I believe it was on this and the Mia Zaku. No, no! Dodge! See, capture this point. Miyazaku because Salty likes that girl. Actually, hold on, was it? No, hold on, it wasn't Mia. I think it was Alma's. Was it Alma's? Okay, nice, nice. Ow. No, dodge! Oh, that didn't count? Needs a crumb of a buff. There's probably some things for the suit that they could do. Probably doesn't need like a whole lot, but it would be nice if it got some additions to it. Also, hello Sev, welcome, welcome. I don't think the enemy team has a support. I haven't seen one at least. Oh, never mind, there it is. There's a support eye guy. I'm gonna go for the point. Way too frail and its ranged weapons suck. Oh, okay, I'll see if I can capture this.
Enemy jamming. Radar's malfunctioning. Taking too much damage. Suit's on its last legs. We lost an ally unit.
Okay, I don't know what the Zaku Flipper was doing. It was kind of just walking towards me with Stonefrost in its hand. I thought it would try to fire at me, but it didn't.
An ace has been chosen. It's important you work as a team. Oh no, our ace was defeated.
I guess the ace is going to be the Flipper, so that's going to make it easier to see that at least. Nade launcher needs 15 seconds to reload. That's some Stone Age numbers.
We lost an ally unit.
Okay, spawn at this point.
Redeployment.
Alright, I'll follow.
Our ace is back in action. All units.
Looks like it might be Doug Schneid in the basic fleet colors.
Enemy jamming.
Boop.
Your radar's not functioning.
But yeah, I'm not sure if they'll do anything with the machine gun if they were to ever buff this. I mean, the Stormfrost, they could just make it its own thing. But machine gun just being one of those that they probably aren't going to buff because it's on multiple inner suits. Okay, you were not the intended target, but I'll take it. Ow.
Proceed with caution. Enemy ace is back. All units, stay alert. Your ace has destroyed an enemy.
Alright, nice.
Enemy unit marked by an ally. Enemy unit destroyed.
The skill that reduces reaction during high-speed movement would really make a few suits feel relevant again. Maneuver armor? Which standard Zaku 2 had it? Ow. Dodge! And I somehow still took damage from that. Nothing willingly wants to use the MMP-80 grenade launcher. I don't know, this is still one of like the few machine guns I do actually like using. There are a few suits that I still use it on.
No, our ace was defeated. Requesting redeployment. Enemy jamming. Your radar's not functioning. Mission is ended. I hate to say it, but we lost this one. Here's your reward for this battle.
Oh, gold crate. I'll take some 3 tokens. Actually, I should go claim my stuff because I do have enough to get another monthly reward. So, hey, I'll definitely take some more tokens. Actually, I think I claimed my stuff earlier.
Good work out there.
So, I might not even have anything to claim. No, I have something. Did I claim my stuff?
There you are.
I thought I did. Oh yeah, okay, just a few things.
Take this. That should be all you need to know.
I handle pilot floaties for the whole camp.
Well, I'll take more tokens. Stand at a flat 200 right now.
For sorting. Canceling procedures.
I might try to go gym type C shadows again. I was gonna go it earlier before I...
Preparations for sorting.
what did I switch to?
Be careful out there.
Switch to something else. It wasn't this.
Prepare for deployment.
Oh, I think it may have been the Zaku 2 FS. So yeah, let's see if we get around on this, if it's on a map that's fitting for it. If not, might go to the Gundam ground type weapon rack.
Your team is ready. Make your final preparations.
The most that the Kili Zaku is gonna get is just specs and improved melee and Sturmfrost and maybe a new skill or 2. Yeah, I feel like that's the most they do for it. Which really, for that suit, it might honestly be enough. That's fine, yeah. I feel like that would be a good adjustment for it. I think having the MP80 is fine, yeah. Anything to keep the old machine guns down. Yeah, honestly, I think the MMP80, with at least the grenade launcher, I mean even the base MMP80 I feel like can still do pretty good. But the grenade launcher one I don't think is that bad. I feel like compared to some of the other machine guns in the game, it's definitely one of the better ones, at least somewhere in the middle, in terms of like current machine gun performance. Like I feel like there's definitely like worse than the MMP80 with grenade launcher. At least this one, it does give you the grenade at least, so it does give you something for your troubles. Machine guns are massively underrated. Yeah, there's still some that can do pretty good. Some definitely do need an adjustment of some kind, but like, still a good number of them that can still perform rather well. I use them a lot. Yeah, I mean, at least with the MMP80, it's not the Zaku machine gun with grenade launcher. The Zaku machine gun that has grenade launcher, and even the base Zaku machine gun, I feel like both definitely need some type of adjustment, because both of those weapons do feel really bad.
Time to move into battle.
So, like, that's one that I think could definitely benefit. The Gym Rifle is another one I think could also benefit from getting an adjustment. Because, like, the Gym Rifle does have a good, has a neat concept for what they want to do with that weapon, but, like, Gym Rifle could definitely be better.
Commencing operation.
The title. Hello, Gundam fan. Welcome, welcome. Who is already shooting at somebody? I do hope that was a misinput and not a purposeful someone trying to disconnect here.
Beacon captured by the enemy.
I do wonder how our fleet is going to play this, because they're like the only melee suit on the team. Ah, yeah, mass production type gun cannon.
Stealth unit among the enemy fighters. Be on guard.
Well, somebody's coming up here.
Beacon captured by the enemy.
Oh no! Oh, that was an encounter? You just need to boost your range stat, don't underestimate 200 to 300 per bullet. Hello! I think the damage can be okayish for the more ranged suits, but that's it. Donut steal, I see. Yeah, I forgot this is an ace match, we can't steal in here. Oh god, I'm surrounded by the whole enemy team. Oh, and the gun cannon managed to survive with like barely any health. And they're gonna capture the point anyway. Oh, well, that failed.
Requesting redeployment. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Okay, well, that was just a terrible shot. I tried to fire past the crates, but I drifted too much.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Okay, one's over there. Aside from the fleet, who's over here. Sakuwan Commander shreds with a frontline support. Sakuwan Commander, I feel like, is one of those suits that can do really good. I do really like that suit, and even for being an older one, it still feels like it can handle itself pretty well in a lot of maps. Enhanced tackle, go! Alright, nice. Whee! Leave me alone! Please! Okay, I somehow became the ace. It's in the suits that I don't expect to get an ace in that they throw me in the ace position.
We lost. Requesting redeployment. An ally is requesting support. There's a stealth unit among the enemy fighters. Be on guard. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile.
Oh, that missed.
Got a rally request. Go provide cover.
Oh, nice. Oh, come on, I need one well-placed shot on him. Oh, come on! I can get him! I can't see. Oh, well. Maybe this will get him. No, I don't have the range to reach him. Move. Right, nice. Movie fleet!
Destroyed an enemy mobile. Requesting redeployment. 1 minute remaining.
Kind of thinking about it, I'm surprised that there's no model kit of a high grade gym ground type with weapons rack. I feel like that'd be a very easy one for them to do. But I guess you could just kit bash the other ones to make one if you had the pieces for it. Both, like, the gym ground type and the Gundam ground type are both normal releases. Slow and it's stuck with a year 1 false. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I don't think the Zaku 1 Commander is that bad. Like, at least from when I tried it when I did my Zaku 1 series, it felt pretty good for what it could do. Oh, maybe I just vibe better with it.
Making preparations for sorting. Canceling procedure.
I think it's pretty darn good. You were lucky enough to get results. If I go plus in the Slave Wraith, does that mean it's a good suit? The Slave Wraith needs an adjustment. That one is definitely one that could use something else. But I mean, really, I feel like it's just going to depend on perspective at that point. I have a lot of success in it anyway. I mean, yeah, it's just going to be a matter of perspective and player experience, really. Congrats on having a good team carry you. It wasn't really carrying, though. I just had some really good matches with it.
For sorting. Alright, be careful out there.
Especially since I think for the matches I'd gone with it, I was getting like top results with it. Shoot the leaderboard with the commander type fairly regularly.
Make your final preparations.
Good teams help every mobile suit. Yeah. Fighting against Ds, I see. D minuses. I mean, it literally just could be that different people are going to have different results and opinions on a mobile suit. I mean, like, it's really not... Like, there's some suits that I think people can collectively agree on are pretty bad. But I mean, there's some that people are gonna have like different opinions on. Like I don't think that's that weird. What kind of assumption even is that? Yeah, honestly, yeah. That is a pretty weak assumption. I mean, really, it's just gonna be that everyone's gonna have a different opinion on certain suits. I mean, if you think the Zaku 1 Commander is a bad suit, I mean, go ahead. Like, no one's gonna stop you from thinking that. But I mean, there are gonna be people who also think it's pretty good. Different play styles. Yeah, like different play styles, different experiences with it. Like, I really haven't had, like, that many bad rounds using the Zaku 1 Commander. Most of them have gone pretty good. Thinks everything is either bad, mid, okay, and meta. Never said I mentioned a good suit he's cool with or a buff that he likes. That's how it actually works in this game. I mean, not entirely. I use almost exclusively legacy suits. I mean, it's okay if you're trying to look at like what's meta at the moment, but again, that's not the full picture. Because again, every player is gonna have like different experiences and different play styles. So for some people, like, yeah. Like, not, I mean, like, again, there are suits that I feel like can be collectively agreed upon are pretty bad, and some that do really need an adjustment of some kind, but it's just like, there are ones that people are just gonna have different opinions on. Some suits in this game that are more objectively bad, and the devs haven't touched them, that's a little fact. Yeah, no one's denying that. There are some suits in the game that are bad and they do need some type of attention from the developers, but there are other ones that aren't really in that same boat. Like, no one's denying that, Sev. There are suits in this game that definitely need some type of adjustment. Need, like, really anything, any kind of attention. Like you mentioned, the Slave Wraith is one that I think is really bad and has been in a bad spot for a while. That's literally all I hear from the stream, just nah.
Team is ready. Make your final preparations.
I mean, again, I mean, it's not like it's all nah. It's just, again, people are gonna have different opinions. Like, really think about it. Like, if we all had the same opinion on everything, then, like, what would be the point at that rate? Really? It's not even just about, like, being a contrarian or anything. It's literally just everyone's gonna have different opinions on different things. Zaku 2S type needs work. That's one, yeah, they could definitely do more with that suit.
Time to move into battle.
How often is a really just lying despite being around them? I mean, yeah, I mean, again, it's not like everyone's gonna agree on the same thing. Like, everyone's gonna have something different to say about different suits and everything. With, like you mentioned, Seb, there are some that are, I feel like, collectively agreed upon, but it's not gonna be, like, everything in the game. Waiting for the person who wants to defend the Slave Wraith. where's that person? I mean, I don't know, maybe there is somebody out there who does like the Slave Wraith. You know? I mean, it's possible. Again, Slave Wraith, at least from what I've seen, is one of the ones that is more needs a buff. Or the Zaku FS. Okay, that's me. I'll defend the FS. That's me right there. I love the Zaku FS. That is one that I would actually defend. Even though that is actually one that I too say could actually use an adjustment. I would like to see that suit get some more to it. But Zaku 2 FS, I do really like that one. That is one of my favorite Zakus. Never used the Slave Wave, so I really can't comment on it. Has that suit live rent-free in his head. Yeah, I've tried to use the Slave Wraith like a couple times. Like every time I tried to use it in more recent times, it just really wasn't that good. I like the FS too. Yeah, really the biggest thing I would like to see for that suit is it somehow get the Magella top cannon, since that's what the model kit comes with. So I'd like to see that as an addition at some point. A buff to it would just be OG, great, now it's more common. But yeah, like really the thing is, it's just like, we can admit that there are older suits that need some help. Like in plenty of videos on suits that I really like, I still mention how I feel like they need an adjustment. Like the one I did on the Desert Zaku, the Zaku Desert type, when I did that video. That's a suit that I really like. I really like the Zaku Desert type, but it does need an adjustment. Even though I still have positive things to say about the suit. All it needs is a skill that reduces reactions during high-speed movement. For the Slave Wraith, because I think that suit could use a lot more than that. The Slave Wraith is missing a lot of like the most basic skills in the game. And at this point, it having Fake Beacon is not really enough of a justification to keep it having so little. It needs a bit more than that. Yeah, like the Slave Wraith is one of those, it needs the basics, just to even be better. I just see it as a pest, really. Oh, hello. It's just a stubborn pest in my experience. Okay, I don't know why. I meant for the FS, that skill lets you close the distance to get in melee range. Oh, it does have that already. It has maneuver armor. It doesn't have a dodge roll, but it does have maneuver armor, so maybe it getting a higher level could be good. But yeah, it already does have that skill. Got the ace again. I get a couple kills in like one segment, and then they say, yep, you're the ace now. Having 12k HP at 300 is awful. It's also frail and slow. I mean, it is a 150 suit jumping up to 300, so that is kind of holding it back there. Which really, I mean, yeah, a lot of those suits that are like starting at 100 or 150, a lot of those could probably use a general adjustment for their higher levels. Even if you were to give it good buff. Only gonna stay silent about it anyway. Slight mobility issues. Oop, dodge! Oh, we got the counter! Say it's a good buff for once, assuming BB can even do that. I mean, if they have the data on it, they could do it. I mean, they do kind of base their buffs off whatever unit data they can get. So that is kind of what I think holds a lot of suits back, is that they simply just don't have the data on it. Someone who's always on about that thing being mid, you really gonna just not say anything when it does, so just nitpick and all. A suit that got a good buff is rarely brought up.
I hate to say it, but we lost this one.
I mean, we do tend to talk about the unit adjustments when they happen, so I mean, they could always be brought up there. Usually, like, the stream around when an adjustment happens, we do spend a good amount of time talking about it. Which, again, I feel like that's another thing where the opinion on a good adjustment is going to be, like, different depending on the person, too. Like, the quality of an adjustment. So that, I think, is also going to vary from person to person.
Making preparations for sortie. Canceling procedures.
Would you want me to talk about the Super Gundam buff? Because it sure is eating too good. I mean, we did talk about that one when it happened. So, I mean, we did have a whole, like, conversation about that. And I made a whole video on that one, too. So it's not like that wasn't an adjustment that wasn't being brought up. So, I mean, that is one that could have been talked about. It's definitely on the table. Anyone tried the God Aladdin thing is busted? I don't have it, so I can't try it, but I did play 750 when it came out because I got the Vignazera. And God Aladdin didn't feel too bad to fight against. At least using the Vignazera, it wasn't too bad, but the Vignazera does have some really good staggering weapons, so that was probably helping me a lot during those matches. And even I'm not really good at 750 in general, so that's not even my cost to really be speaking on. Oh, it's on the quick match. What do we have for that? What's the cost?
Preparations for sorting.
Oh, we have 700 basic. I might hop into there so I can take out my level 2 A plan. Give it a test drive. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. I was lucky and got from the free 10 pulls. Oh, nice. I've heard it's really good, and it does seem to be a really good suit for what it can do. So, if you haven't tried it already, which I'm assuming maybe you did try it already, if you're saying it's busted, ASL and the beam cannon is just nuts.
Making preparations for
Yeah,
sorting.
I've heard it's really good.
Out there.
Don't have it myself to really speak on it, though. I'm not one to call it OP, but it sure is just made in a way that is just tedious sometimes. That's someone who's not a fan of giving it the Jirobi it has. Yeah, I mean, really, that's my same sentiment on it with the Super. I feel like if it didn't, either if it didn't have the Jirobi or the Jirobi was just less powerful, I feel like it wouldn't have gotten the negative attention that it did. It was, if that was enough to help it, then fair enough. Yeah, they did make that note about it where they said at lower ranks it was doing better than average, but at like higher ranks it was kind of performing normal. So like, yeah. I don't see it do high after its performance. So yeah, it kind of just seems like the Super is in a bit of a weird place with that.
Prepare for deployment.
Because as far as they've told us, the buff for it did put it within their expectations, so... If the developers think it's in a good spot with the numbers they have, I mean, I don't know if there's really too much else we can do about it. Unless it shows, like, results later on, but... That is just one of those things where they just go off more the numbers than anything else, unfortunately. Definitely be too impressed if a team actually defends it properly.
Your team is ready.
Oh hey, Desert. Tropical Desert. Yeah, really, I feel like that's what keeps the... That's really what keeps the Super kind of balanced in this instance, is that you can still deal with it pretty easily if, like, the enemy team is not protecting it. Or just has, like, bad positioning, if they're not, like, positioning themselves correctly. Which, again, could be a reason why on the note they made for it, they did say that it's, like, at lower ratings, it's doing better, but at higher ratings, it's more within the range. Bit different when you're losing 90% of your HP from miles away. Yeah, that I do hate. That I don't like about it. Which, again, as I mentioned, I feel like if you can't even get close to it, I mean, you can. There's been plenty of times I've been able to get close to one. You just gotta move at the right time, really. Like, it's not like it's impossible to get close to a Super Gundam. Hello, Bane. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, as I mentioned, I feel like if the Jirobi beam just wasn't as strong as it was, I don't think as many people would be complaining about it as they honestly rightfully are. You get the new Psycho Gundam? No, I didn't. I'm saving up my token for the time being. In the context of a team actually protecting it. Hey! Oh yeah, Moon Gundam. Oh hey, G-Doors. Wow, that did not do a lot of damage. Oh, it's two of them. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Oh, dodge. The famous Newt quote. I pulled the Psycho just for the custom part, I wanted it for the FS Shin Matsunaga. I actually haven't seen what the custom part does. I know it has like a thing for melee, but I haven't seen the full details on it. I should go look at it after this round.
Requesting redeployment.
Like, I don't think there's a reaching. Oh, that was a terrible whiff. Terrible aim on my part. It's pretty good range on that. Nice. Ooh, fall back. Boom. Okay. I guess I must have hit the barrier. Oh, I see somebody is low. I think it's the G-Doors. If I can get like a good 2 shots off on him, should finish him off. Alright, there we go. Knock down the Shining. Oh, I see somebody is on fire. I don't know who I hit with that. One that is just scary at long range and still gets handed enough from raids or whatever. May not like facing one sometimes, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah. Like, when you face a really good Super Gundam, it can be really hard, but it's not, like... Again, it really just depends on, like, who's playing it, who they're with, what their positioning is.
Requesting redeployment.
Nope, counter. On the ground. Nice. Oh, come on, my missiles are so close. Oh, come on, move! Move! That has to be something you would at least be cool with to say something about, or a new suit they added from like the past 3 to 4 years. Yeah, especially I feel like for the 7th year, I feel like we have some really good suits out of that.
You can still do this.
Oh, let's see, we can hopefully make up some points here.
An ally is requesting support. But you're all right. You can stay in the fight.
Ooh, help, 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 help!
We lost an ally unit. Enemy unit marked by an ally. Requesting redeployment. Mission has ended.
Ah, we'll see how we did at least.
I hate to say it, but we lost
See what our final results with the level 2A plan were. Oh, they got top assist, top damage. 5th place. Honestly, not too bad. Not as bad as I was expecting.
Here's your reward.
Thought that maybe would have gone a bit worse. The only suits I hate facing are the ones that you can turn into ally units on the radar. Oh, so like anything with like fake beacon.
Making preparations for sorting.
Yeah, I mean for some fake beacon suits I think it can definitely be a hassle, especially for the ones that have the ability to switch from fake beacon to stealth, so like the Mark IV, which recently got buffed, or the Oak. Yeah, with the slave wraiths, yeah.
Canceling procedure. Making preparations for sorting.
I feel like for the ones that can like go in stealth and then go into fake beacon, those ones can be a hassle sometimes. I mean, once you know those suits on the enemy team, it kind of gets a bit easier, but
Please confirm.
if you're not prepared for them,
Procedures.
it could be a little bit harder. If you meant to switch to stealth, then back. That's a bit different, yeah. I fight using my radar a lot.
preparations first. Come back in one piece, okay? Prepare for deployment.
Popped onto YouTube for 2 seconds and my stream is the first thing it recommends to me. I got my own stream recommended to me. I must be doing really good then. If I got my own stream recommended to me.
Your team is ready. Make your final preparations.
Hip hip hooray. I guess it's not the weirdest one. I've had it where YouTube will literally recommend me my own videos on the homepage, and it's like, why are you recommending this to me? I'm the person who made it. Like, I don't need my own video recommended to me. Also, hey, level 4 Sports and Gallus.
Move into battle.
Which I'm pretty sure that would be 650. Not 700, so we got an undercost suit in the lobby. We'll see. I'll be very curious to see how that goes for the Swartzum.
All mobile suits deploy at once. And
I mean, the shotgun might be really good. Active chat helps a lot.
commencing operation.
Actually, let me get my radar ready. Maybe not yet. Might be too far away to really see anybody.
Capture confirmed.
I'll have to do it when I feel like I'm a bit closer. You mean chat in game, because some people don't even bother reading. Oh, is that a regular Zeta? It helps the YouTube algorithm. I mean, yeah, but like, it's weird that it recommends me my own stuff. Like, that's what I mean. I feel like it shouldn't be recommending me my own streams. Like, of course I know that I'm currently streaming right now, you know? I mean, I appreciate it, but, you know, you don't have to feed me my own content. Who are you? Oh, are you the HML? Yeah, you are.
Relaying data to
Get him, Swartzum! That's a little silly. Yeah, again, not as weird as when they literally recommend me my own videos. And it's like, okay, thank you, YouTube.
proceed with caution.
Dodge. Dodge. I do really wish the radar on this suit was a bit bigger. Like, honestly, the radius on this doesn't feel as large as I feel like it should be. We don't have anybody to spawn in at the moment.
Ally unit.
I guess I'll leave that support fire for now. Probably not going to be much I can do by myself. I think it's always like go in the building, so. Where are we going to spawn in at?
Beacon captured by the enemy.
Oh, they are going towards our base.
Redeployment. Our base has come under attack. Enemy has been marked. Relaying data to allies.
Okay.
Looks bad. We're just getting started.
Well, I don't know what hit me, but it didn't look like it did anything.
Shield damage.
Dodge.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. We lost an ally unit. Enemy unit destroyed.
Look at you. Magna? There's a Magna. Where you going? Wait, get up the ledge. See if I can get whoever this is. Who are you? Are you the unicorn? I'll have a focus back over here. Is this 650? No, this is 700. 700 quick. Oh, come on, move. Oi! Oh wow, okay, I'm surprised that registered as a counter. Counter, nice. Get a good counter streak going. Boop. Okay, my suit actually survived, wow. And I got one more kill before the timer. Okay. Freedom did really good.
Here's your reward for this battle.
That was a crazy counter streak, though. Was not expecting to get that in the Doggy Earth. The Doggy Iris. Let's see. Did I get anything else from my efforts? Oh, nothing in there. I do wish actually 650 was in rotation right now. I don't think it's currently in. Oh, I guess there is 650 space. That is currently available. But yeah, nothing else for 650 despite, except that. I got 550 shovel on Abandoned City. It's a map I don't think I've seen in a while.
Canceling procedure. Making preparations, please confirm. Canceling procedures. Good work out there.
Abandoned City is another one of those maps I would really like to see more often. You don't see it all too much. Bo's not answering my question.
I handle pilot sorties for the camp.
It is possible Seth maybe this is in the chat. I did see some of the numbers fall from how many people were in here. Which I might leave that maybe as the end of the matches for tonight, honestly. Since currently it is a lot of the same costs that are available. Let's see, when's the next rotation? Rotation's in 10 minutes, but I'm not sure. Maybe just leave this to be a bit more of a chat portion for the end of the stream here. Oh, where's my prototype Psycho Gundam? Prototype Psycho, where are you hiding? There you are. Yeah, I mean, really, I don't have too much else to say about GBO2 currently. I mean, that's probably going to be the next couple weeks, honestly, unless, you know, something that comes out that I really want, you know, gets added to the game, but probably won't have too much else to say for a bit, honestly. Nothing too major, unless something big happens, but, yeah, just kind of another day playing GBO2. I mean, we did get some good matches, though. I did like that 300 was available. Got to use some different suits in there. Still surprised how many times I got the ace, even though I feel like I really wasn't doing a whole lot to be the ace. So that was weird, but, well, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, as I mentioned earlier with that, I just feel like, you know, at the end of the day, everyone's gonna have their own opinions on, like, GBO2 and the different mobile suits and everything. Like, we have, like, over 500 suits in the game. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, it kind of just is, like, about that. Do you like the MP Psycho more than what you are around now? I know, I do not think he knows, though. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, it is okay to look at things through a more serious and even at times, like, negative lens, because, I mean, there are things in this game that really do need some work. But, yeah, I mean, with over 500 suits in the game, I mean, it's not like there's gonna be a collective agreement on everything. Which is fine, I mean, you know, yeah. It may be because I'm not good at funnels, but I'm really not a fan of any of the Saikumo suits. That's fair. Some of them I'm kind of hit or miss with. Like, for the prototype Psycho Gundam here, this suit I'm not really a big fan of. I do want to talk about it in a future video while we're in the week of the mass production type Psycho Gundam, but this is a suit that I really am not the biggest fan of, honestly. At least just to playing it. It doesn't really feel like a suit that fits me all too well. So it's one that I've been trying to play, but yeah. What you mean, Brian, from what you said, was your rating, or was it B minus? A rank? Halfway to A plus? Oh, nice. But yeah, I mean, again, it's just like, everyone's gonna think something different. And I mean, like, really, I mean, if we do want to discuss about it, I mean, we absolutely can. I mean, I do want to leave things open to discussion. Like, if someone thinks a suit is good or bad, I mean, I do want to leave that open to being a genuine discussion about, like, okay, well, why do you think this? Let's talk about that and maybe give our reasons for why, we maybe like or don't like a certain thing. And I think that is part of the fun of talking about GBO2 is, again, we have like over 500 suits in the game. Like, there is a lot that we can talk about in terms of suits that are meta or not meta, suits that are good or bad, suits that maybe some people think are underappreciated. And I think that is, part of the fun of the conversation is just being able to talk about these things. I feel like, it's like when you just say that something is bad and only give like a couple reasons for it, and especially if it's like a lot of repetitive reasons too, it's like, really, it's kind of hard to really talk about it at that point, because it's like, oh, I mean, okay, But yeah. Other guys said I was facing D- with the Zakuin Commander. That's what I'm trying to find of, like, what suits you actually like here. It's not a hard ask. Yeah, it's like... Really, I mean, yeah, it's just one of those things. It just varies from player to player. And as I mentioned too, I don't disagree with the idea that there are suits that are in an objectively bad place, like the Slave Wraith, for example. Like, that is one that I feel like a lot of players can genuinely agree on is in a very poor spot, and it does need some type of adjustment. Not saying that there isn't anyone out there who might try to defend it, but really, from most of what I typically see, if a Slave Wraith is ever brought up in a conversation, it's usually that suit needs, like, some type of adjustment. Not trying to be obsessive here towards someone I don't like, but the bitch makes it hard. But like, I lost my train of thought. I forgot where I was going with this. Oh yeah, like suits that are like objectively in a bad spot. Like, like, we can agree upon that. And again, it's one of those things, it's not going to be something that's agreed upon by everybody. I mean, there's always going to be, like, a majority opinion. I mean, that's just kind of a thing that exists with most media. There is going to be, like, the majority opinion. But that doesn't have to be everyone's opinion. You don't have to subscribe to, like, a certain idea for, like, how something is in a game. That's like part of the reason why I really like to talk about GBO2 and I like to make videos on this game, because I do feel like, for me, I do have a lot of different opinions when it comes to a lot of mobile suits in this game. And even then, for the ones that I say that I really like, there's a lot of them that I do really like, but I still will admit that they do need some adjustment of some kind. As I mentioned, when I talk about the Zaku Desert type, I made a video on that suit, and that's one that I feel like does have some, like, positives going for it, but, like, it is one that I would really like to see get an adjustment of some kind. With enhancements and the addition of expansions, just about any suit is viable, at least within niches. Yeah, that's another thing, too. Some suits do have, like, a more niche use to them that can make them good. Which, again, I mean, that is just another thing to consider when talking about a mobile suit. It's just, like, What role can it play? What can it do? Kind of like things like that. Assumes he's facing D- in it, which is like, is that even a good argument here? Like the most you would do that at A, but normal day today biases not really the case. Yeah, the D- thing I don't really get. Really a dishonest assumption, all because they don't like seeing someone do good in a suit that they don't like. Yeah, the D- thing, I think that's just kind of a weird assumption to make. Which, again, like, we can, you know, always talk about that too, like, what, like, rank somebody is in. Because, I mean, that could be a factor in, like, what somebody thinks about a mobile suit. Like, I know when Zeta had the Albagore, and they were saying that that suit was overpowered, and we disagreed with them, they mentioned that they were, like, I think in D rank. So it's like, you know, that is another thing to consider. It's like, not even that the opinion is wrong just because they're in a lower rank, but it's just that, you know, people in different ranks are also going to have different opinions on mobile suits. So that is another thing that I think really should be more taken as a consideration instead of just, you know, saying like, oh, well, your opinion is wrong because you're in a lower rank than me. You know, I feel like that is something that could be, in more cases, taken into the situation instead of being used as like a way to say, oh, you're just wrong. Like that is a thing that I think could be taken with a bit more lightheartedness when it comes to like that kind of discussion. Like obviously we can separate the difference by saying like, oh, you're in this rank and I'm in this rank, so maybe we're just having a completely different experience, but yeah. Kid as a kid, barely any experience of not even bothering to know the game they were trying to get into. Yeah, that I wonder whatever happened with that with Zeta, because I think Zeta did mention a comment that they did get the PlayStation working again, but then they said they couldn't access their account. So I don't know if Zeta just isn't playing GBO2 anymore, or like what I actually don't know what the full situation going on with them is with that one. Personally, I love the feeling of sweeping the board with a suit perceived as bad. It is a good feeling, honestly. Not even just in a way of like bragging, like, oh man, I did really good in this suit that you all said was bad. But it is just a good experience. I mean, you know, just doing good in general is a good feeling. But it's like, you know, just feeling like you did good with something. And you know, there's plenty of room to try out new mobile suits and things like that. If I may say so, I'm actually quite good at this game. That's a good opinion to have on yourself, Brian. I mean, one of the things that I'll always mention is that I'm not like some pro player or anything. I'm not playing GBO2 to be like hyper competitive and like completely sweep the board and be super ingrained in the meta. Like, I just kind of play more casually. I don't really, because I mean, I feel like if I try to play this like hyper competitively, I'm just not going to have fun with it, really. Which I don't want to do. I do want to have fun playing GBO2. I don't want to be in a position where it's like, oh, you know, I don't like this game because of like so and so reason. Which GBO2, there are times where it can stress me out when I'm playing it, but like that's like any online game, so it's not even like really anything new, I would say. We don't even know where Sev is in rating or what he uses at all. Yeah, I don't know if Sev has ever given their rating or not. If they did, I don't remember it. But yeah, I mean, I just try to be more casual with it. I mean, sometimes I'll try to make more serious videos on things, but like, really, I just want to have like some lighthearted discussions about like the mobile suits in this game, about the game itself and things like that. I'm only good because I enjoy the game. Yeah. You did try to ask him once and tries to like avoid about what suits he likes using. I think, yeah, I do remember that. Like trying to ask once, and I don't think we really got like a whole lot from them. So it's like, yeah. I do know Seb has mentioned with the that's a trick question, I hate GBO2. I think Seb has mentioned playing the Jim Kamoof a couple times. At least I thought they did. I thought they mentioned the Jim Kamoof. I think they mentioned playing the level 4 Zaku, not the Zaku, but the Goo Flight test type when like that came out. I want to say they mentioned Jim Kamoof, but I could be very wrong about that one, so I'm not gonna... Don't quote me on that one, I might be wrong. With that, I might be misremembering maybe with somebody else. But yeah, I mean, another thing too, though, is like, on top of trying to have fun, you know the guy that long? I remember them bringing it up once. I knew the guy at least since like 2022. I forgot which stream it was that they mentioned, like the level 4 Goo Flight test type. But oh, I lost my train of thought again. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, you know, on top of just trying to have fun with GBO2, I mean, I just try to be more positive about the game in general. I mean, GBO2 is one of those games that I feel like for how many people do play it, it does have a lot of negative attention. Or just is, you know, sometimes just some negative vibes that you get with, like, the community. And I do try to be more positive in, like, how I feel about things and, like, stuff like that. And it's not even like it's meant to be, like, an act to try to be, like, oh, you know, just trying to have a different opinion from other people. It's just like, no, I do think that there are things about this game that are worth being more positive about. There's stuff in this game that is really good. Yeah, GBO2 has its flaws, I'm not saying that, but it still has a lot more that I feel like really doesn't get enough credit, honestly. Oh, the chat backed up. I thought Sev appeared, but the chat actually just backed up. The thing that gets me is why do you even go around, even if people like the game, like you come here for exactly? Since that is what my question always is. I can't say, Willie. Most of the negativity I hear about GBO2 is from people that play other shooters and don't like the turn speed mechanic. If it means you have nothing but are upset about the game. I really don't hear a whole lot about turn speed. I mean, maybe for some older suits I could see it be brought up for, but yeah. Really the first thing when he comes in here is to be like, this suit sucks. Yeah, and that's kind of like, that's just what I try to avoid when I talk about suits and everything. Like, even if I think a suit is bad, I do try to at least look for some kind of silver lining, unless I think the suit really just needs a complete overhaul. Like, usually I try to find something good to say about anything, because I feel like even for a lot of older suits that do need an adjustment, there are still a lot of good things that those suits can do. Like when I talked about I gotta bring it up again, the Zaku Desert type, that's a suit I feel like could be improved, but it does have a lot of weapons for being a lower cost suit, so that is like something where I feel like, you know, you can name some positives about certain suits. People don't know how to 3-point turn. Yeah, well, the thing too, I feel like if you're coming to GBO2 like the mecha themed game, talking about turn speed, and you're coming from like other shooters, I mean that really just feels like it's just gonna be a different thing, something to get used to. Because it's not like every suit has the same turn speed. Everything has its own turn speed in this game. It's not like other like shooter games where your character is usually the same as somebody else. You might just have a different weapon equipped. I guess for lack of better terms, this isn't Gundam Evolution. This isn't Gundam Evolution where it's like the mobile suits in that game were treated a bit more like, I would say almost like human characters than mobile suits, aside from the fact that you could repair a fallen teammate before they got destroyed, but like GBO2 just has its own like playstyle and mechanics, which is one of the things that I really like about this game. It does a lot different from other games, and I do really like what they did with the mech gameplay. I think for the flaws that GBO2's gameplay has with like a few things that they add, or just latency being a general issue, I do think that overall the gameplay of GBO2 is really good. This was on a stream of Gary when the Flint was out. I like the turn speed mechanic. They are vehicles. Yeah. Like, exactly. Like, it makes sense that they would all have, like, different turn speeds and whatnot. Do things I talk about him often when I rarely even mention the dude off screen. Yeah. But yeah, I think there is a lot of good that can be seen in GBO2, even if this game has its flaws, which, like I said, not every game is going to be different. But I feel like for what this game has to offer, I mean, especially for being a free game, I guess quote-unquote free if you want to count, like, tokens and everything, and doing, like, the token packs and everything, which, I mean, I've mentioned before, like, I've gotten through this game for pretty much when it came out in North America. I have been playing this game ever since it came out in the West, and the only time I ever bought a token pack was one time, and it was the only reason I did it is because it was the one that came with the Engage Zero. It was that token pack, so that's the only reason I got it. I wanted the suit more than the tokens. So it's like, I mean, I've gotten pretty far for, being a game that usually, being a gacha mechanic game, they want you to buy tokens and everything. I mean, I've still gotten pretty far despite only, maybe getting a new suit every so often. I still think it's good. It's still active 8 years in, yeah. I still think it's good for what it's made to deliver for a fan like me, despite, yeah, game being a hateful pain in the butt sometimes, yeah. I'm free to play as well. I don't see myself, like, coming out of it like, wow, this sucks, actually. Yeah, I mean, yeah, GBO2's been around for 8 years. It survived this long when other Gundam games have fallen behind. I mean, like, again, like, we had Gundam Evolution, and that game only lasted a year. So, like, really, for GBO2 having as much as it does, it is a really good game. That's the last thing I want to do, yeah. Like, really, the only time I would say GBO2 has genuinely upset me is mainly with the network. I do think that the connection issues that this game can occasionally have is, like, its biggest flaw, and that is something that I do wish they would improve upon. But, like, really, that's, like, the only thing about this game that I would actually say makes my blood, like, boil. And even then, that's only when the network decides to be really fussy. And it's like, oh, like, I was doing really good and I'm suddenly in a penalty level 2 and can't play the game. That's, like, the only times I feel like this game really makes me, like, upset. Pretty much to the point where we have the C2AB, or the V2AB, and the Perfect Horse. I mean, yeah. especially too for the extension of how much media GBO2 covers. Literally just looking at the suit we have on screen right now, the prototype Psycho Gundam. Name another Gundam game that literally lets you play this suit. I will say, however, that the connection could have been the thing to not make me be on it if it was an issue for me, which has only been one of a time. Only be one of time. Or the Dommel. Yeah, you can't really play the Dommel and anything else, and then by extension the Dommel doll. I feel like at least the Dommel was like in a game, but then like the Dommel doll, that really isn't in anything. Like really, there's a lot of suits in here that it's just like you can't really play these anywhere else. And I don't want to include like the G generation games. Like I want to really mainly focus on like games that let you actually play the unit, not ones that just let you use them in a team. Like there's just so many suits in here that you can play. I used to drop connection a lot and ended up penalized, but the server stability has been fine for a few years now. Yeah, it's one of those things that can just be very hit or miss sometimes. The implementation of them is like great. Yeah, like a lot of suits, yeah. I don't know how you can hate that as a Gundam fan. Yeah, like... Really, it's just like this so... The suit selection is really good, and again, it covers so much media that you usually wouldn't expect. Like, there's mobile suits in this game that I didn't know about until they got added to GBO2. And then I saw them and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. And then I got really interested in that mobile suit. So it is cool to see that as well, just being able to see new things that maybe you didn't see before. Like the fact that they let you play the Engage units, I think is really cool because again, you can go play UC Engage if you want to use these suits, but it's like this, it's obviously there's something different about actually being able to play the suit yourself, which is one of the biggest complaints that I feel like people have about Engage to begin with, is the fact that you really don't play the game. So I feel like having the suits be actually playable here is a really nice touch. Being able to play the suits from Thunderbolts, really cool. Being able to really just use a lot of things. I feel like these were like obvious to be here given the relevancy. Yeah, which is true. I mean, yeah. 25% of the 500 plus mobile suits are Zetas and F90s. And Hazels. Don't forget there's like so many Hazels as well. GBO2 does them more favors of showing off what they have than from the source they're from. Exactly, yeah. Which, I mean, that is something that I will agree with. In UC Engage, most mobile suits only have 2 or 3 weapons attached to them. So, like, having him here, that's one of the reasons why I've always been, highly in favor of getting the mobile suits from UC Engage into this game, because we can actually see them do what they're fully supposed to do with all of their weapons and equipment. So that I definitely think is another, big benefit of having these suits. I welcome the ones I'm interested in being here. Yeah. Which that's kind of another thing I don't like about that is like, yeah, other than being a little iffy with some. Yeah, I mean... Like, really, like, even if it's a suit that I don't, really care for all too much, I'm not gonna be, like, saying, oh, well, this suit shouldn't be in the game. that just kind of ties back to how much hate UC Engage gets, but it's like, you know, if there's a suit that gets added to the game that I'm not really interested in or not really too much of a fan of, I'm not going to be like, oh, this suit sucks, it shouldn't be in the game. Nobody wanted this suit to begin with, when it's like not even the case at all. The ANs being 600 and not 650, which is the same, I say, to the ground Delta Chi. Yeah, I mean, I guess the ANs I can kind of see the argument for because it doesn't have the nitro, but I feel like the ANs has other issues than just the cost it's in. At least when it came out. Now I don't really see it as often anymore, really. I love that they give lore for each suit. The Roselle not being a general, or even the HML not a support, or just having a kit to be more different in some aspects. Yeah, I mean, those are completely fair critiques, Willie. Like, those are fair critiques to have, and it's just like, again, I mean, being able to say that is, as I mentioned, better than just saying, like, oh, well, this mobile suit is from a piece of media I don't hate, so it's bad, it sucks, it shouldn't be in the game, nobody wanted this. I mean, that's like a fair critique to have. Zeta Plus doesn't have biosensor and it's still 600, so I don't see the point here. True. I mean, I don't know, I feel like for the Zeta Pluses, them being developments of the, like, Zeta and still being able to transform, I think does make sense, because then you have the Vigazee, which is 550, and that can't transform. And it has biosensor, so I mean, the Vigazee, like, you know, it's one of those things you can kind of make different arguments for that one at least. How the ground Delta Chi being 600 serving Nitro don't make sense to be in 600. Yeah, I mean, for the ground type, it is pretty weird. The ANs, I think, could maybe have a bit more of an argument for it, but, you know, at that point, you might as well just put it at 650 as well, I guess, so. But yeah. Delta Plus clearly is weaker in specs, but it's 650. So I don't see that. But I think of the Delta Plus, I may have been thinking of the Zeta Plus. Let me go back and read that. I may have misread which suit it was. Oh no, yeah, it was Zeta Plus, yeah, that was mentioned. If anything, I feel like a Delta Chi would have been 700. Okay, yeah, Delta Plus. Yeah. Think it could have actually fit as one. I mean, I could see it. I think if you were to put it with the other suits from Unicorn, maybe even EXS, I feel like at least with the Delta... So Delta Chi would have been 700. Okay, yeah, I mean, maybe for Delta Chi that probably could have worked. I guess it's like trying to say, like, you know, when there was like mainly the Unicorn suits coming out, I guess it's like when you put the Delta Chi as the same level as like the Unicorn, maybe. Maybe that was the mindset, and maybe that's why they made it 650. As a 4-star if added when 4 stars were to be made. The OG Gundam is 600. Well, the OG Gundam starts at 400, but it can go up to 600. Which, at least for the Gundam, I feel like you can make an argument for it going at such a high cost, since it does fight a lot of suits that we have in the game at various costs. So, that kind of works for the Gundam, at least. Can use the Beam Magnum unlike the Delta Plus, which speaks for itself. Oh, it can? Well, they didn't implement it though. I wish they implemented the beam magnum, that'd be funny. A little bit of a strain, but not so much as it breaks the limb like it does on the DP. Oh, okay, so it still causes a strain on it. I don't know. I mean, like I said, maybe I could see kind of the different arguments being made, but yeah. Clearly won over the DP in its source material. If you look at the wiki, an image of it in Across the Sky. Let's see. Let me see if I can find that. I would not be saying that if it was the case. Let's see. Let's see, it's the line art. Let's see if the images will load. I don't know what's been up with the fandom website, but it never wants to load the images in a timely manner. I'm gonna try to flash an ad on my screen. See the image, or like the history of it. Let's see, Nitro System, head close-up, launching, firing Vulcan, attacking. Hold on, here we go, defeating the Delta Plus. Oh my gosh, stop flashing me with ads, I'm just trying to look at a picture. And it is the most grainy picture to ever exist, oh my gosh. Okay, well I see that it cut the arm off, so that is something. But oh my goodness, that is a terrible quality image. In the anime, a Zaku 2 S-Type could keep pace with the OG Gundam. Either it's too high cost or the other Gundams are too low. I do wish that there was a Zaku 2 S-Type that could reach the same cost as the original Gundam, at least at its native, but to be fair about the Zaku 2 Type S, that was mainly because Shaw was such a great pilot, and Amuro at the time was like freshly in the Gundam, so he didn't completely know how to pilot or fight. So that I feel like could be more so due to different pilot experience than necessarily the specs of the mobile suits themselves. Like, that wasn't peak 1 Year War Amuro yet. Sure, it's called the Red Comet for a reason, exactly. S-Type needs a buff. Then yeah, Char. Yeah, like, yeah, I remember, this is Char who is piloting it. So, like, yeah, really different set of circumstances. But yeah, really either buff the S-Type or we just need to get, like, a Char Zaku in the game. Give us his origin version already. Really Origin. That's like the one thing I want from GBO2. I want them to add more Origin stuff. The fact that we've only gotten the Bugu is absolutely ridiculous. We should at least have gotten like some of the other like Origin suits that are like standouts. At least like the Gundam with the Bat Cannon and then like Char Zaku with like all of its equipment. I feel like both of those should have definitely been in the game by now. It's crazy that we don't have those. And if they do add them, I hope they don't get just thrown in like a token pack or something. I would like us to get some more like new limited mission suits that aren't just like higher level things. I do like that we have. Why do we not have Char's S-type like 8 years in? Yeah. Like, they pretty much gave us every other suit the guy had. But yeah. Folk be hating on them because it's of a game they hate. I critic them all because they are either should fit in somewhere else. We are not the same. Yeah, we got Chara's other suits, really. Which again, if they do want to add a Sharazaku, I don't want them to just add, like, his S-type from the original. Like, really just do the origin version, just so it's a bit more unique than just, oh, it's a Zaku 2 S-type, maybe now it's a raid instead, and it probably has, like, the kick animation. Like, the kick blow. Like, that I think they could absolutely do something with. A lot of Reddit probably did not care too much about them, as it was about the freedom being added to the game. Well, I mean, yeah, well, that was the thing, though. It's like, I saw, like, a lot of players were upset that Steam was getting the freedom, and then it was like, oh, why is Steam getting the freedom, and then PlayStation is getting the engaged slop. So I do think there was a good number of players who did actually care about it, but it was, again, mainly for the fact that Steam was getting the freedom, but then at the same time you had people on PlayStation who didn't want AU getting added to the game, so really, I don't know, that was a bit of a mess in itself, honestly. Of just like, oh, we like, why are we getting engaged slop? Why aren't we getting the freedom? Oh, we don't want the freedom, we don't want AU in PlayStation. Let's be honest, that's what got the most attention. It's either the folk who wanted it or didn't want it. Yeah. It's still just, even with that though, it's just still weird that like Engage still gets a lot of hate for, yeah, kind of a fiasco of a mixed reaction, yeah. Like it does make me wonder if Engage stuff got added at a different time, if maybe that would have made it. The subreddit owner was suffering from it. It does make me wonder that if Engage was added at a different time, if maybe that would have lessened the negativity towards it. Because I do think Engage coming out, well, not coming out, but coming to GBO2 at the same time as the Freedom, I do think that did actually have an impact on how it was perceived by GBO2 players. Because pretty much most of what I had seen of it was like, oh, like Steam's getting the freedom and we're getting this instead. I want the rest of the Gundam Wing protagonists in the Leo. It would be cool if they added the Leo, since it would be a lower cost AU suit. I don't know if they'll add the other protagonist units, but could be kind of cool if they did. Felt like some cared later with the UC stuff is when you now have like ones that are really good. Yeah, and even then, like, it got to a point where people were just calling him overpowered. Like the Slife Rail. Yeah, Slife Rail, the Yawn, I know the Engaged Gundam booster got some flack because it had that one, like, skill that gives you kind of like the heavy attack. The ANs because it looks scary. Even if it's not, like, OP, even if annoying at times. Yeah. Which, again, it's one of those things that I think is very weird, because it's like, if an Engaged suit comes out and it's really good, it's like immediately, like, everyone's gonna pick up pitchforks and, like, try to take that suit's head. But then it's like, if it's anything else, I feel like it really doesn't get brought up as often. It doesn't get as much attention, or it gets, like, more defenders of it. Like, oh, it's not too bad. But then it's an Engaged suit, and it's like, oh man, they added another overpowered Engaged suit. But yeah. It had that bug, but that like count as sort of a different story. Yeah, it had like the bug on it. But again, it's just weird because like one of the things I also see is also just like people saying that engaged suits were overpowered since day one, and it's like, no. No, the only suit that I feel like people really liked from the early engaged lineup was like the support DJ. Like the assault package. Like that was the only one that I feel like people thought was actually a good unit from the first 5 we initially got. So I don't even understand where that one comes from, where I occasionally see it mentioned that like, oh, like Engage has always been overpowered since day one, and they want to give all the good stuff to the Engage suits, and it's like, no, not even at all? Like, provably false? Yeah, I'm not gonna go on another Engage tangent. Which who would I know? Probably something did happen when it was just brought over. It's hard to tell if they did test that or not. I mean, yeah, if anything, it may have just been an issue when they implemented it. But yeah, I won't go on another Engage tangent about all that. Yeah, I really don't think I have too much else to add, though. The most I would say about UC Engage is just that it comes off as forced, just like how Seed and Unicorn Hate is. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing if you don't like the gameplay, which is completely understandable, or you don't like the mobile suit designs, but the fact that it kind of gets as bad as it does sometimes is, just where it gets really disappointing. But yeah, but anyway. Yeah, I don't think I have too much else to say. The mass production type Psycho does look pretty good, though. So hopefully I do get that in a future pool, depending on what we get in the future, what I end up pooling for or not. Still kind of surprised to see that. I was not expecting to see a mass production type Psycho Gundam. I thought maybe it would be either another Victory suit or maybe something from Unicorn to go along with the perfectibility, but no. Another Psycho Gundam variant. Guess that's enough, yeah. I think we're gonna call it here for the night. And yeah, did have some good matches though, so... yeah, I think that might do it for tonight's Saturday stream, unless there is anything else that anyone wants to bring up before I close it off for the night here. If we don't have anything else though, yep. Goodbye, Willie. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of your night. If there's not anything else that needs to be brought up, there will be a new video up tomorrow and Wednesday as usual. And yeah, just kind of going off the usual schedule here. Hopefully we do get some other good suits in the future here. Really some things that, maybe we won't expect to see, since, again, I really wasn't expecting there to be a mass production type Psycho Gundam, so... yeah, pretty cool suit to see, and hopefully we get some other, other suits that we maybe haven't seen too much of, or, don't really know about, because never really knew that mass production one existed, really. Like, that's, like, news to me. I didn't know that suit even existed. The only suit I ever got into was the original 007980 and Gundam Wings. I'm a little biased in GBO2. I have risen. Hello, Okami. Oh, I was just about to end the stream, Okami. You came just at the very end. I was about to close off for the night. Did you have anything that you wanted to tell us, Okami, before I close off the stream here? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Alright, I'm not seeing anything, so I think that's going to do it for tonight's Gundam Battle Operation 2 Saturday stream. And yeah, we are going to have a new video up tomorrow and Wednesday as usual. And with that, I hope everybody has a good rest of their nights, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.